Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Welcome to Truly.Pakistan blog YouTube channel. Today we are going to discuss about the Western Mountains of Pakistan, what to learn through a quick revision. Let's start. When you are revising for Unit 1, especially the topography, you must stay linked to the syllabus. Only learn what is included and leave the rest. So you must download your syllabus right away. It does not require an in-depth study of the formation of each and every physical feature. However, you must know the facts in an enough quantity so that you can avoid repetition in various questions you face in the exam. Let's have a look at the syllabus content. I have highlighted the red part. As you can see, it says use the appropriate vocabulary when describing the distinguishing features of mountains. This includes the northern and western mountains both. In our previous video, you have seen how we can revise the northern mountains. So today you will see and learn about the western mountains. We will be discussing the location, relief, drainage and human activities of the western mountains. First up, the location. The western mountains include Safed Ko, Waziristan Hills, and Suleiman and Kirthar ranges. Safed Ko is in the northern part of Western Mountains, whereas Suleiman and Kirthar range is in the southern part. There are numerous parallel to sub-parallel ranges located in the Western Mountains. Let's have a look at the location of these mountains. The Safed Ko is the tallest among all of these ranges. Its average height is 4,712 meters and it runs in the east to west direction. The next is Waziristan Hills. These are in the south of Safed Ko between Kuram and Gomal River with the average height of 3,513 meters and they also run from north to south direction. Suleiman and Kirthar range is in the west of River Indus. Average height of these ranges is 3,383 meters in the north, which means Suleiman range, and in the south, the Kirthar range has an average height of 2,174 meters. This range runs from north to south direction. The tallest peak in the Western Mountains is Takht Suleiman. Now the relief of Western Mountains. These are parallel to sub-parallel ranges. However, all of these parallel and sub-parallel ranges are not included in the syllabus. You have to talk about and discuss and learn the general features of the mountains. The mountains have conical and steep-sided peaks. The tallest peak is Takht Suleiman. The height of western ranges reduced towards south and moving towards east direction. It means that these ranges are taller in the northern part and the western part of the ranges. Safed Ko is the only snow-capped peak in this range. There are several limestone ridges along with marble, chromite, gypsum, clay deposits located here. This area is highly mineralized. The land is devoid of vegetation. Barren surfaces are present and soils are brackish and mineralized. The foothills and slopes are covered in rocks, gravel and pebbles. There is an important pass named Khyber Pass in the northern part of Western Mountains which connects Peshawar to Kabul for trade activity and traveling purposes. There are several internal passes found here, for example Bolan Pass which connects Sindh to Balochistan. There are also some intermontane valleys located here. Now let us find what are intermontane valleys. You can learn about intermontane valleys for the purpose of a describe or a define question. The intermontane valleys are valleys which have mountains on any of the three sides of their coordinates. These valleys are open on any one side of their coordinate. In Pakistan, Kohat, Bannu and Peshawar valleys are intermontane. The Peshawar, Kohat and Bannu valleys are open on east and they are bordered by mountains in north, west and south. Peshawar among all of these is the largest valley and Kohat is the second largest. Bannu is the smallest of all three valleys. Peshawar is in the northernmost, Bannu in the southernmost, and Kohat is in the middle of these two valleys. Let's talk about the drainage of Western Mountains. There are several small streams and seasonal rivers flowing here. This is a no glacier zone because it falls below the snow line. Most rivers run dry in summer but have water after winter rains from December to March. The lands are patchy, scaly, dry, barren and drought-struck most of the year. Rivers such as Kolachi absorb in the bone-dry soils of the Kachi Sibbi plain. Some rivers such as Gomal becomes the western tributary of Indus and it flows into Indus. There are some rivers which flow into Arabian Sea, for example, Hab and Dasht. The name of these rivers is enough to cater to the question to describe the drainage of Western Mountains. However, Hab and Dasht river are also included in the map labeling. So you should know how to label and where to label Hab and Dasht river, including Kabul river as well. As far as Gomal, Kolachi and any other of the rivers are concerned, you just have to learn the names of these, which will be enough for you. Apart from rivers, there are playa lakes which are commonly found here. These are locally known as Hamoons. The largest playa lake is Hamoon-e Mashkhel. You don't have to label Hamoon-e Mashkhel on a map, however, naming it is enough for you. These lakes turn into dry salt pans in summertime. Moving on, let's talk about the human activities. Mining of limestone, gypsum, clay and chromite is common in the Western Mountains. There are other smaller minerals also available here. Small-scale farming of maize, millets is practiced in valleys since large flat land and arable farming soils are not present here widely. Fruit farming of apples, grapes is practiced in Western Mountains and also exported as well. Sheep and goat rearing is common as these animals are sure-footed and they can survive in rough terrains of the West. Trade between Pakistan and Afghanistan is practiced from Khyber Pass. Afghanistan is a landlocked country and uses Pakistan's seaport for its trading purposes under the TTT, which is the Trade Transit Treaty. The locals of Western Mountains practice handicraft making, for example, rugs, carpets and embroidery. They use wool and goat hair in the making of these products, which is a very sustainable way of production. Apart from that, tourism is practiced in valleys and mountains, but it still needs a lot of development from the government. I hope this was helpful to all of you for revision. Thank you for watching. Please share your comments below.
Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe and click the bell icon.